Hello YouTube, this is Creative Duelist here, and I've been making Next Creative since 2016. Welcome folks. Now, I am not feeling well. I've caught some annoying illness. I apologize if I do start coughing. I'm just trying to pump content and of course not laming out on you folks. But yes, you know what? The long awaited Gravekeepers, I've finally done it now. Watched a couple of builds and I wanted to see if I could try this build out and see how it worked for me folks. But without further ado, let's begin. So starting off with the monsters, of course I've got the triple Gravekeeper, Gravekeeper's Commandant. It's so annoying, these are always fucking warm. It's a nightmare, absolute bloody nightmare. I apologise for that. But pretty standard, ditch it, search for Necro Valley, and it's a 24 beat stick with Necro Valley on the field. Which is pretty cool. Of course, got the triple recruiter standard, search for the Necro Valley monsters, or sorry, the Gravekeepers I should say. I always get them twisted. This is really cool. I like this card, Gravekeeper's Headman, just to help you bring back a Gravekeeper monster from the grave, and of course you can, if it's Spiritualist, you can go ahead and fusion summon. Really good. Works well with Spy. Bring back Spy face down. Unfortunately, it does kind of leave it kind of out in the open because it's only got 500 attack, but it's still such a good card. And speak of the devil, I am playing 2 Spy. I have been doing a lot of research on this card. I've been trying to find, you know, why, you know, if is there an appropriate ratio for this. I've seen builds where people just cut, people have played 2, people have just played maxed out, like balls deep, fuck it, play 3. But I feel as if 2 is a nice number because obviously since we got more support, I feel some cards kind of needed to get cut. So in that aspect, I'm playing 2 Spy, pretty nice. And of course, got the beautiful Spiritualist. She's such a diva, really cool, just to help us again bring out our Spiritualist. Very important. I've got the 1 Heretic, pretty standard, 1 Descendant. There's no need to play anymore. 1 is just enough. I've got the 1 Nobleman, and that's going to pretty much round up the Gravekeeper lineup. I don't play like what's his name? Is it Assailant? Is it? I think it's Assailant. Gravekeeper's Assailant. I don't play that no more. We're in Link format. His effect does absolutely nothing to links because they can't go in defense. They can't change the positions anyway. So I feel like he's the weakest one. I was tempted to play the Piercer because he does piercing, but right now I think this is just kind of a nice little monster lineup, so I'm not going to complain too much. Just going to round up that lineup, folks. Okay, going on to the spells now. Of course, got the triple Necro Valley, pretty standard. Not much to talk about. It pretty much fucks your opponent over, especially when they are heavily reliant on graveyard strategies. It impedes it so well. Of course, triple Throne. You got to play 3 of this. Throne is so good. It's a double summon, and or you can search for a Gravekeeper monster, which is pretty cool. I wish it could search for the Necro Valley spells and traps. Like, Jesus Christ, Throne would actually be a really good spell if it could do that. But anyway, continuing on, I've got the triple Card of Demise, just to help us blitz and get our cards we need to our hands. Double Steal, just to grab back the Gravekeepers. Really works well with the Demise, so we don't have to worry about pitching like our Gravekeeper monsters and Necro Valley, even if we pitch the second copy of Necro Valley, because I remember the issue with Card of Demise and Necro Valley before we got the support was that, you know, if we had one on the field and we drew Necro Valley through Card of Demise, it was just going to be wasted. Because we have the new trap, we can reactivate Necro Valley from the graveyard, so we can slick it back. So Card of Demise has a lot of synergy with this deck now, which makes it good. But anyway, as I was saying, of course, got the double Terraforming just to search for Necro Valley. Very important. Got the double Hidden Temples. Necro Valley. This card is so disgusting. It's literally Vanity's Emptiness, folks. So good, especially if you have the Spiritualist on field, because basically he can't be destroyed by card effects, and he also protects. What else does he protect? Just can't. Yeah, he also protects the field spell. So so if your opponent tries to go Twin Twister, they can't pop this. If they try to go Dark Hole, they can't pop this either. And if you have Hidden Temples and Necro Valley on the field, you lock your opponent out because they can't blow it up. They can't blow up the field spell. And obviously this only goes if basically Necro Valley is no longer on the field or a Gravekeeper monster leaves it. So this is such a good combo. But yes, Hidden Temples is just such a good card. It's more reliable to play. One Royal Tribute, it's literally a royal flush for your opponent. Expose them hands, and one Raigeki, and that's going to round up the whole spell lineup. Okay, going on to the traps, of course, I've got the double Necro Valley's Temple. It's pretty decent. I just wish it never had that effect where it has to be blown up by your opponent's card effect to set a Necro Valley spell and trap. I think that's really silly. I think it makes the card really slow, but it's pretty decent. Makes your opponent lose 500 attack and defense if you have a Gravekeeper monster and Necro Valley both on the field. And of course, if you have no card in your field zone, you can just activate Necro Valley from the grave or from the deck, I believe. But still, Temple is very important to play. I wouldn't play 3. 3 is just too many. Of course, got the double Imperial Tombs of Necro Valley. I've seen people play like 3. I just don't have 3. But you can play 3 if you'd like, but 2 is a solid number in my eyes. I've got double Storming and of course the Solemn family to round up the main deck, folks. Okay, for the extra deck now, got the triple Spiritualist. It's so good. It's a good card. I just wish we had more support for this deck. Spiritualist is pretty decent with the whole lock you can do if you have this. Just him alone and the Necro Valley field spell and the back and the Hidden Temples. They can't touch your board. They can't out your board. They can't special. So your opponent is pretty much screwed. So yeah, triple Spiritualist. I like 3. I've got just some other options you can play. Wee Witch, it's very easy to make in this deck. Got a couple of rank 4 options you can play: Diamond Dyer, Arc, Downard, Castal, Exciton, and of course the Baguska. Extra deck you won't really go into much except for the fusion play or the link play, but these are just options. The choices are completely up to you, folks. But yes, folks, thanks you all for watching. If you folks enjoyed this video, please don't leave a like. Comment down below. Feedback is always nice to hear. Tell me your thoughts down in the comment section. I'd love to hear your take on this deck. If you folks have any suggestions, please leave it in the comment section. I'll definitely be down to hearing what you folks think. But yes, folks, this is the Crazy Duelist signing out. Peace, have a good day, and of course, stay creative.